Now pay attention, 007. The award goes to...
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Other Fellas. I am Adam.
I'm Nicholas.
And today we are going to talk about the history or current status of James Bond and the awards that are given out for films every year. And James Bond is kind of an interesting subject on this because they're blockbusters. They're not usually up for a lot of awards.
Yeah, and they've won some pretty prestigious ones. And actually, all credit goes to Adam for this because he found this, I guess, back in October. MGM United Artists sort of quietly launched a for your consideration page for October, I should say, for No Time to Die, right ahead of a release. And they're pushing, I mean, every movie's pushing, they're really pushing for some awards for everybody. And we mean everybody.
I mean, it's weird. Like, you live in Los Angeles, I work in production. Like, once the award season happens, like people that we know that are in the unions, they get those screeners.
Mm-hmm.
It's like even those random movies, like oddball comedies, will be like, oh yeah, no, consider us for best original score. And I just think it's funny that James Bond and like No Time to Die and all the other movies that have come before, like I remember working for someone and like Skyfall and Spectre screeners came in and it's like, consider us for best picture. Like, absolutely go for it. I don't think it's going to happen, but this was the one that when No Time to Die came out, it felt like they were going to do a real push, if not for the movie, but at least Daniel Craig.
Yeah, and I think that, when I saw it, I was a little surprised because, again, like you said, blockbusters, but this really is the one you could see them doing the thing. I mean, they have, Cary Fukunaga, who's a prestigious director, he's won awards there. Daniel Craig's last film. I think everyone will agree. With opinions on No Time to Die aside, he killed it. He was incredible and really got a really meaty acting role. And that makes sense. Some of the other stuff does not make sense.
No. I mean, also you have to think when the people that like vote on these things, they almost vote not so much on the movie, but like on the idea. So giving Daniel Craig like an award at the end of his tenure would make a lot of sense. It's like this is an award to thank you for all of it. Mm-hmm. Like when Return of the King won Best Picture, it's like the other two movies in Lord of the Rings were nominated, but I think they were saving it. Like they're like, no, we'll give it to you at the end for all of it, and you kind of just know that. And with this one, like they love the pomp and circumstance of like it's the last movie, so like also let's nominate it to get viewership. There's the big push to get Spider-Man No Way Home nominated for Best Picture just because it might get people to watch the show.
Sure. No, and that's the thing. It's maybe this is a big game, but I'll talk about Bond, but it used to be that a lot of the films up for Best Picture were pretty big, wide release hits. I mean, Gladiator, Return of the King, just recently as that, Star Wars, the original Star Wars, New Hope, Episode 4, whatever we want to call it, that was nominated for Best Picture.
And lost to Annie Hall. That aged poorly.
Yes. Hindsight. Yeah. It absolutely makes sense. And like you said, here in LA, it's award season starting up. We're starting to see the billboards, the radio thing saying, for your consideration. I've not heard or seen any for No Time to Die yet, but there is a case there. But the thing is, when they do it, they sort of push everything, no matter the critically acclaimed part or not. So looking at the FYC list for No Time to Die, it's interesting. You have Fukunaga, of course. You have adapted screenplay for Purvis and Wade and Phoebe Waller-Bridge. You have, producers for Best Picture. Then you get a few interesting ones for, say, supporting actors.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Rami Malek, Jeffrey Wright, Christoph Waltz, Ray Fiennes, Billy Magnuson.
The guy. You're the guy.
That's great. I mean, why not? It's just, this isn't a nomination. It's just they're putting it out there.
They're putting everybody on there.
I mean, I'd have to really think about it in terms of like all the movies I've seen this year, but I mean, Ana de Armas made a huge impression.
Yeah, no, you can absolutely see the case for that.
And when I this might be against the rules. I voted in the Academy Awards once. In 2010, someone that was part of the Academy just handed me their ballot and said, "You do it." And I voted, but when I was voting for actor, I tried to think of like no one else but this actor could have played that role. And that's how I kind of judge it. And I think Ana de Armas, perfect.
Yeah. No one, I think everyone agrees she's a highlight of a movie.
I do think it's interesting. I mean, oh wait, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was like, none of the technical stuff is.
Yes.
Yeah. Lena Sangren, Siderat.
Mm-hmm.
There's cool stuff. I mean, I can see Bond being nominated for some of the technical.
Especially in cinematography. No Time to Die was pretty gorgeous. I mean, I still think back to the Norway, Faroe Islands scenes. And so we sort of bring this up because, we were just talking how it's kind of weird, but blockbusters don't really get nominated. They're trying to push it to get more viewers. Bond has a history of winning a lot of awards, mostly technical or musical.
Yeah, but, it's mostly music. It really is. I would love to see Chris Cornell get something, but I feel like there's been enough Marvel things that will take away from it this year.
But I mean, going back, Dr. No, I think won some Oscars for its either editing or production design. Yeah,
the first one was sound.
Oh, and it was for Goldfinger. I apologize.
Yeah. But yeah, 6566, they won. The Disco Volante won for Thunderball.
Can you blame them?
Right. But lots of nominations. And then nothing Academy-wise till Skyfall. And then weirdly enough,
nothing for Dalton or Brosnan.
No, however, we'll get to it as we scroll down. There's
at least for the Oscars, we should say.
Yeah, the Academy Awards. Spectre won? Oh yeah. It's been a thin year.
It was a really thin year. And I actually believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think Billie Eilish's theme for No Time to Die has already won a few awards before the film ever came out.
It won the Grammy.
Yes, because it came out in 2020.
Yeah.
So No Time to Die was already an award-winning movie before it came out. So maybe that explains the push.
New Star of the Year, Ursula Andress, or Dr. No. And
then New Star of the Year nominated.
I do think it's very interesting, the years on this, because I know they're correct. That like 1964 in America, Bond did not start until 63, and it was released Dr. No, Goldfinger, From Russia with Love.
That's interesting.
So I had an argument. I mean, to this day, I have an argument with my father. When he looks at my shelf of things, he'll always swap From Russia with Love and Goldfinger. He's like, no, Goldfinger was second. I'm like, no. Here in America, it was.
That is fascinating. I had no idea.
Yeah.
So I guess once Goldfinger was such a huge hit, they like, quick, get us whatever else you got.
Yeah, I think they wanted something. I mean, I don't know. I can only guess the reasoning, but I remember they only got better as they went. His favorite was From Russia with Love. It's like, no, Dr. No, Goldfinger, From Russia with Love. I'm like, no, it didn't.
I mean, From Russia with Love is the best. But that's another story. But yeah, so we have a few awards again.
Never Say Never Again.
Do we count that?
Barbara Carrera, Best Supporting Actress at the Golden Globes. Nothing against Barbara Carrera, but just another side note: the Golden Globes are completely bought.
Yes, it is. It's the best kept or worst kept secret, really. That it's mostly bought and paid for, and it's not really much artistic merit. That's Hollywood for you. Now, BAFTAs, this is where it gets interesting because Bond is of course a British icon, and here's where we get some good stuff like Ken Adam.
Oh yeah. I mean, lots of nominations. I do like that they're outstanding British film, and that's cool. Casino Royale did not win. It won sound.
Interesting.
But it did win for Skyfall, so that's cool.
Yes, I mean Skyfall was kind of one of those things. It was Casino Royale sort of restarted the moment, but Skyfall was like the British event. It's such a British movie too. Someone seen something.
Man, that's the other thing that I wanted to mention about Bond and the awards is if any movie was going to be nominated for Best Picture, it would have been Skyfall.
That is true.
I think it's pedigree of director, and you have Roger Deakins, and also the Academy loves movies about themselves. And anything that has longevity, and because of the 50th anniversary of Bond, like I think they would have rewarded that.
Mhm.
So if they didn't do Skyfall, I don't think they're going to do No Time to Die.
No, yeah, I mean, if we do a long shot, I could see Daniel Craig, maybe not for the Oscars, but for a bunch of other things. There is the final role, his great performance. In terms of just like outside of the like technical stuff, I think that's probably your best bet. Um, so I do have a question for you though.
Yeah.
We were looking at the stuff. We saw there's a lot of big gaps in some of the awards. Again, we no Dalton, no Brosnan, some of these. Going back, because you and I right now we're talking about Daniel Craig. You totally see him getting nominated for Best Actor. But is there any direction, song, actor, performance from the past that you think that should have been something, that would have been a thing?
Live and Let Die.
For
The song.
Oh yeah.
The fact that that didn't win. You know what? If I think of like 1973, like I don't know what won that year, but it must have been something really great. That's my favorite of all the Bond songs.
Has some of the most staying power.
Yeah, and like just the fact that it's Paul McCartney, and like you think he would have an Academy Award by now. Like
that is kind of messed up. He does not. And that song, I mean, that it's one of the things. Just let's kick off an era of Bond. Who do we got? We got a statement song. So good. I mean, oh yeah, that gets people hooked. One that I was going to throw out that kind of struck me as like you really just how to sort of not get nominated. Diana Rigg for supporting actress or for Majesties.
I mean, I also think that's a victim of the movie that she was in at the time. I don't think anyone really gave a shit about that movie when it came out because they outright rejected George Lazenby. Like the gross, like that movie. Also, stiff competition in 1969.
That is true. That was a really good year for movies.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like that didn't get its appreciation until much later.
Yeah. But definitely I would say one of the award-worthy performances.
Oh, I mean, Bond does have they've fixed some past errors. Like Cubby Broccoli got a Lifetime Achievement Award at the end. He got the Thalberg Award. It's like, again, they're rewarding the whole thing. And like I feel like, yeah, Daniel Craig deserves one for this. Like the entire movie is him.
Oh my goodness. Like it's funny, we talk about No Time to Die, we've talked about it several times on this channel. It's we can fault things here and there, script, performance, but like it's a great ride. It's mostly because of Craig. And like, I mean, it's also, we know how much input he had in this. Like, we doing who was going to be the villain, how his story was going to go, what Bond was going to be wearing. It was he on screen and off dominated this movie.
I mean, shit, dude. Like, if I had the chance to put anything in Eon's ear, to either the Broccoli side of things or Daniel Craig side of things, keep Daniel Craig on as a producer.
I could see that.
Why not? Be like how Roger Moore was always an ambassador to the series. Just if Craig has great ideas and Barbara doesn't want to lose him, you don't have to lose him. Keep him on as a collaborator.
You could absolutely see him being, oh, I have a good idea for a stunt. I don't want to do it. I'm done. I don't want to get hurt anymore. You, whoever's new Bond, have fun.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I don't see any reason why not to keep him on for that alone.
Yeah. They should have Brosnan and Craig as like consultants of just
I don't know if Barbara and Brosnan have spoken since the breakup.
That is true.
I think there's always like that love, but I highly doubt they're like, sending each other Christmas cards.
At least on the style aspect, though. I mean, that man Brosnan's perpetually well dressed.
Oh man, I can only hope I age as well as him.
Seriously. So on back to the award subject though.
Yeah.
So we've seen the push. I'm sure I'm gonna start seeing billboards up again here in LA. BAFTAs, Academy Awards, anything else? Do you think No Time to Die has a chance of taking some home or even just getting nominated?
I would hope that Lena Sandgren gets nominated for cinematography, I feel like that movie, I feel like No Time to Die is just as good looking as Spectre. Oh, not Spectre. Oh, what did I just say? I mean Skyfall. Not sepia tone Photoshop movie. Skyfall. Don't shake your head.
I have people everywhere.
I would love to see like just the technical stuff. I mean, Chris Corbold and that team, like when it comes to a well-oiled machine and people that really put everything into it, they deserve it. And another thing that I wanted to mention about like the for your consideration page, I feel like even Bond fans don't look for this kind of stuff, but I'm gonna screen share again. Da, da, da. And there are videos that most fans wouldn't know. No Time to Die interview with sound experts. I feel like, like the sound should absolutely be nominated. And here's a half an hour video.
Yes.
Like if you really want to get into the nitty gritty, like go look for this stuff because this is for Academy voters or, awards voters. But I mean, this is, James Bond fan porno. Like this is the stuff that I want.
I haven't had a chance to look at the Blu-ray yet for No Time to Die. Maybe you have, but I don't think these are on there.
No, there is like 25 minutes of stuff. They don't put love into DVD anymore.
No, so if you want those wonderful behind the scenes details,
so there's this one.
Where to go?
I missed one. So there's this one, and then I think a virtual Q&A where I don't know who this person is, but they're probably interesting. And then there's a Q&A with the mains with Craig and Rami Malek, Carrie, and Barbara Broccoli. Like,
oh my
I don't know where this was. This was at some screening of the movie, but I watched it this week, this like little half-hour thing. And I mean, it's just cool to sit there and celebrate the movie with them. And they get into the making of and how bittersweet it is, but like it's not a press junket sort of situation. It's not the rehearsed stuff. This is like them talking to other movie people. So yeah, seek this stuff out. There's a lot more than the DVD will have. And maybe we should do a video on that because I love searching for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, let's do it. Maybe we'll go through this and do the most interesting tidbits we find. Keep an eye on the channel, guys.
The YouTube playlist of what the DVD should have.
Oh, we can go off again, Eon. We have ideas for you. We can be consultants. Just send us merch.
There's a few YouTube channels that I really love. Do you follow the James Bond Visual Archive?
I've seen a few things. I don't follow them too well.
Yeah,
sorry guys.
That's one, but like I feel like there needs to be a collective effort of like each movie, literally everything. A database of literally everything.
All the Q&As, I want to hear everything about.
I know for a fact Eon has it at their office. I was listening to the Light the Fuse podcast, which is a Mission Impossible thing, and they were interviewing Robert Elswit, who's a cinematographer.
Yes.
Did Tomorrow Never Dies, and he was saying when he got the job, he was like, I just want to watch all the James Bond movies. And he goes to Eon and they sit him in a screening room, but he notices like they have this huge library of like, if you wanted every call sheet from Russia with Love, you could look at it. And I'm just like, oh my God.
I'm picturing like the archive in the underground subway base in Dying Every Day.
Yes. Oh yeah. it's an old
just that, but it's
just full of stuff. Like I like he said that. I'm like, oh, I got very excited.
Okay, we need when we eventually do a London trip and a live show in London, we're gonna hit that up.
Like I just somehow around it.
Yes. Okay, viewers, we are recording this. It is early January. If the award season happens, if No Time to Die gets anything, enormous. We will get back to you on it though.
Yes.
But place your bets.
And I
Good
do
luck.
apologize, viewers, if my voice is all messed up. I might be fighting COVID. I don't know yet.
Yes. Send good thoughts. Until next time, I'm Nicholas.
I'm Adam. See
If you ever fellas, we will see you around.
you next time.